IPAC meeting has just ended and James is on standby. James, give me an update.
Is ready. We filed our candidates, Baba Ali, you see, this morning. Tomorrow, we are going to the regional office to participate in the ballot. But for IPAC meeting today, other discussions had to do with EC to conduct a review of the 2024 presidential and parliamentary election. That has not been done, and so discussion with the EC has admitted that it's an important exercise that needs to be done. EC also intend introducing what we call results taken electronically at voting centers, and so they are going to pilot this exercise at the Ayawaso East by-election. And the New Patriotic Party is in full support. A situation where results get destroyed by hoodlums will be a thing of the past. And so we will support the EC to file a new CI to give a legal backing to an arrangement where results will be collected electronically to collaborate with the manual transmission of election results. And by and large, there's understanding among parties that is a nice way to go. And this being the first IPAC meeting, the New Patriotic Party took the opportunity to extend appreciation to the Electoral Commission and the Ghana Police Service for the peaceful conduct of our internal presidential elections. And so for us, it's been a very fruitful meeting.
When you say review the 2024 election, what exactly are you talking about?
I mean, we all saw it. EC has the mandate to conduct this exercise, and it's a convention that after every major elections, general election, the EC with other stakeholders will conduct a review of the elections. We saw how the elections were conducted, how results were transmitted, collation, how it was done, some security lapses, EC's own challenges in some of the voting centers, the use of the BVDs and all that. So these are things we want to look at. And going forward, what would be the best way for an election to be conducted in a manner that is peaceful, that is not too expensive, and that will ensure that the integrity of Ghana's multi-party democracy will also be uplifted. So we are waiting to have this done.
But any indication on when it will be done?
We're waiting for EC to give us the timelines.
Are you confident of winning Ayawaso East?
The New Patriotic Party is going to win Ayawaso East by-election with our candidate Baba Ali Yusuf. And we are all here and we say it that it's a constituency who will win this time around. And so I'm putting it to you. Be there in your numbers, but let's also ensure that the EC will conduct peaceful and fair elections. We will call on all stakeholders, especially the police, to ensure that there's peace in this process. We don't want to see what happened in Equatia.
What details have been given to you with respect to security arrangements?
Well, the EC said that all security issues is in the bosom of the police service.
But we know that the police was represented in this IPAC meeting. Did they give any details?
The police will not speak on issues at IPAC meeting, but we can count on police. I mean, New Patriotic Party, when we had our internal elections, the police did an excellent professional job for us. They know we can count on them. But this is a by-election, and we don't want what we saw in Akwatia to replicate itself in Ayawaso East.
Ballot printing and all the other plans, did you have any comments?
The EC arrangement is that parties will be accredited to be at the printing house that will be selected, and that selection is yet to be made. And so when it is done, New Patriotic Party will be represented in this printing house.
Mr. Marco, the concern that has been boiling is about the vote buying and which are allegations in the last two primaries that has happened. Did the EC express any reservation about some of these things? Have they sent you any message to, especially you, the political parties in this?
Well, I mean, you realize that in NDC's primaries, their own people are talking between Baba Jamal and the other candidates, and so that is up to the NDC. But you, the media, should check. The political party act is clear on some of these things, and you have to look at them and question them. And I think that if it had been MPP, the media will all be on us. And so ask the NDC. The issue that came from their majority caucus and the position of the party. I mean, these are things we should interrogate. So let's find out from the NDC.
Oh, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
And that's Mr. Evans Nimako, the Director of Elections for the NPP.
The NDC, let's speak to your Deputy Director of Elections.
I'm
going to speak on behalf of my Director of Elections, Madi. Yes, we've attended the IPAC meeting as usual for the Ayawaso East by-election, and I can assure you we've agreed to all their processes they have laid out in terms of the printing the ballot papers and then deployment of party agents. We've agreed that we are going to deploy 2 party agents at a time for each of the polling stations. Ideally, it's supposed to be 1-1 because it's a parliamentary election, but because it's just a restricted parliamentary election, they've given us that opportunity that we'll deploy 2 party agents for each of the polling stations. We are ready. We have filed our candidate today. As we speak now, we have officially filed. We are going to win. Our aim is to increase the margin. I mean, that is what we are going in. It's not about winning. It's about increasing the margin. We got the last time we were 22,000 plus. We are expecting to go further, at least to about 25,000 more, because of the good works of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and what the party is doing for the good people of Ayawaso and all that. So we are expecting a very massive win. We're thinking our opponents will just chicken out. I mean, naturally, because it's not a place for them to come and waste anybody's time. But since they are coming, let them come. We'll give them the heaviest defeats in their life as a political party, MPP. So we are ready for it, and we are sure we are going to win.
Some say you have cleared your candidates. They say you are approving of vote buying in election by clearing Baba Jamal. How would you respond to such assertions?
Yesterday, the General Secretary of our party articulated our position, the fact position on this matter. And I don't want to recap of what happened. We all heard it loud and clear. The media were there, your reporters were there. They listened to the General Secretary of our party. I think I still stand by that position.
Some say you shot yourself in the foot by demonstrating to all Ghanaians that you were going to do something exceptional with investigations as far as this matter is concerned, only to turn around and play with, clearing him to go ahead with the elections.
I think the General Secretary made it very clear. The 3 core issues on which we allowed Baba Jamal to contest this election. And it was very clear. So I don't know why you want us to repeat it again. It was very clear. You don't solve an illegality with an illegality. We are a law-abiding political party run by the Constitution and regulations. The Director of Elections is here. He ran the process. And anytime he's going to run an election, he makes sure that he goes by the dictates of the regulations. He can't go outside the regulations. The party has a constitution. And so if we come out and we've seen that we have been magnanimous and be very clear in our mind about the report, compare that one to our opponents who have institutionalized this canker in their party. You saw it. You were reporting it live on 31st January. Have they issued even a 1-line statement to condemn what has happened? Have they put up a committee? You should be congratulating NDC.
Did the EC express any reservation about some of these things? Are they worried?
The EC did not see anything. They conducted the election. It went on peacefully. The process was conducive. What happened did not happen at the polling centers and the centers of the voting. So the EC went ahead and declared the results. They don't have any problem with that.
Did you agree on what specific dates they will be doing the printing of balloting among candidates and all of that?
We agreed to the timetable they were giving us anytime soon. They're asking us to bring our agents, the printing agents for that.
When will this happen?
Well, it will happen anytime soon. As soon as the green line is given, we'll send our agents to the centers to monitor the printing of the ballot paper. I can assure you we are good to go. We are ready. And we can assure you as a political party, very law-abiding political party, the NDC, we will make sure that we will not dabble in any illegality whatsoever.
But by this...
So that's the Deputy Director of Elections for the NDC there, Mr. Tanko Computer there, speaking to us about the issues that have been agreed upon by the parties in this particular meeting. Let's speak briefly with the General Secretary for the GCPP, Citizen Atu Dadzi. You spoke to me earlier before you went into this particular meeting, indicating what's your own assessment of what has happened. We are told that there's been an agreement on the timetable schedules for this. What's your own impression of what has happened?
I think we were expecting the discussions that happened at IPAC. The Electoral Commission has given us the roadmap in terms of printing. They said their procurement section is dealing with which particular printing house will do the printing of the ballots and the declaration forms. They informed us about it, that when the printing house is selected, parties will be involved in supervising what is going to go on. One of the key things that I remember I raised was that there were things that we learned from Akwatia by-election, which included identifying agents. You know, normally we give agent tags, and it is a general tag that you are an agent. But what we realized that when you actually give a particular name to the agent, it helps.
The blanket, yes, party agent, yes, kind of.
Because if anybody can just swap around, but if you know that this is Atudazi and it's been tagged, if anything happens, you can hold Atudazi to it.
EC, you parties have agreed that henceforth the name of the agent should be on the card.
Yes, I drum home that point, because that worked in Akwatia, and they said that yes, they are going to look at it and do it. I don't know whether they are going to, but they agree in principle that yes, I think it also helps, so they are going to do that. We also talked about the presence of the security, okay, which also helped in Akwatia.